Okay, everybody. I'm not sure how the sound is going to be on this because it's the first time using this and I don't have an external mic. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll turn out. If not, I may have to come back and do this over again with a better mic. Just received the Virus Paramotor the other day. Ordered through Dan Provenzano, who is the US rep for Virus PPG. Took a little while to get it in, but it's because they produce each one right now on demand. And you know, I took a calculated risk. I figured it looked like a really nicely built machine. So the price point is definitely right. I just like the look of the machine. It looks like it's extremely well built. The 7075 grade aluminum is extremely heavy duty, and I was kind of going back and forth between the Virus and the so I wanted to do this unboxing to show you. I just got the frame only. Putting this machine together with the parts that I really want. So I've got a harness, I've got my throttle, I've got my Moster 185 plus dual start. I've got all my components that I need at this point. So beyond this unboxing video, I'll also be putting together, you know, the build videos, building this machine up. So look out for those also. So let's get down to it and start opening this baby up and see what's inside. And we've got a nice pink packing here. Seems to be packaged extremely well. Let's see. And it looks like just foam to keep things from shifting around. And we've got, it looks like a ton of Virus PPG paraphernalia, stickers of various sizes. Looks like maybe some other brochures and things like that. So very nice. It's always good to get some swag. And speaking of swag, it looks like we've got a t-shirt, again with some more stickers in there. Oh yeah, sweet Virus PPG equipment t-shirt. Very cool. Looks like a parts bag, because they do tell you that you get additional parts when you order this. Yep, looks like we've got possibly another gas cap, some additional nuts, bolts, things like that, in case you need some additionals. And more than likely, these are the few nuts and bolts that you will need to actually put this bad boy together. And these say ATL, so my assumption is these will be the anti-torque lamels. If I can get it open. Yep, that's exactly what they are. These are clear. ATLs. Didn't know they even came in clear. So these are clear. Kind of like the carbon look much better. But hey, if they're the same effect, or take the torque away, I'm assuming they'll be perfectly fine. So thought those would probably be the carbon fiber, but these are not. These are just a different, looks some form of plastic. I'm not sure what. And let's see here. Looks like we've got in some very nice covers. All right, these are some of the arms for the cage. Very nicely finished. Right here too, it looks like we've got the tensioner and adjust or roller for the possibly the pull start. Looks like we've got a pulley or a turnbuckle right there, so likely for the cord to pass through for the pull start, and another arm. So these are the cam locks here, which seem to me to be a pretty cool method of having to have no tools to put this together. I will say that these things are beefy. The springs on these little tabs right here, they seem to be nicely done, nice quality. Yep, these are quite nice looking. Here, and then of course we got another one of the arms. I'm going to take that one out. This looks like the cage pieces. This should be nice and orange, which it is. I'm not going to take these all the way out right now, but man, these are nice and strong seeming to me. Got riveted netting on there. There's also, turn it around, all these parts they have a part number, so that if anything happens to your machine, you can order specifically by this part number right here, and it will come. They will know exactly what part it is. Just give them the part number apparently, and boom, it's on the way. I like this orange, nice color. Again, seems really strong. And here comes the meat and potatoes. And there she is, and fresh out of the factory with the new S-arms. And you want to talk about beef. These things are solid as a rock. I mean, these things are something. You can see the front on the layered, kind of like that layered spring type setup there, tapers down. You've got the bracing here on your S-arm, your hang points, which And then of course it has your adjustments here for your hang point. The fuel tank cover, this thing kind of shapes around. You got this guide piece here, which should be the guide piece for your pull start cord. The fuel fill here, which apparently seems to be a pretty convenient location, from what I understand, in order to fill. It's easy to get to with everything on the paramotor itself. Let's see what else we got here. Of course, the locking mechanism to remove these arms is pretty bad to the bone too. Very easy to get on and off, but needs solid as a rock there. Some very, very solid looking construction to me. I mean, this is pretty impressive. Again, very easy. Slide that on, push, lock that back into place, and it's not coming off, that's for sure. Interestingly, so on the bottom are the wheels here that are standard on the unit. These wheels could obviously make it pretty easy to, while everything's together, roll this baby around. So hopefully I don't ever have to use it as landing gear, but you know, if it does, good on it. Included a LiPo holder here that is velcroed to the lower piece here. I'll see if that's where I want to keep it, or when I set this thing up, if it's if I want to relocate that LiPo somewhere. We've got our fuel line here, and looks like breather. We have our primer bulb down here on the side. Looks like it'll be pretty easy to get to. So the mounting plate here mounts seem pretty beefy. Understanding is that the Moster 185 Plus should mount right onto this plate with no modification. So hoping that is the case and expecting it to be. But yeah, this is going to be fun. So hopefully covered everything. As I said, it may take a little bit of time to do the build itself, you know, around work and everything else, but so far this is one really nice looking piece of machinery. We can take a look. I have a feeling this would be the again, because the pull start pulley is there, this should be this top one. So just to give you an idea how easily this will go together, just push these spring pins in, lock it down, and that is a nicely built piece of machinery. I like it a lot. And yeah, I'm sure it's probably heavier than a titanium frame for sure, but it's gonna be hard pressed to hurt this thing, I think. As I I said, very beefy. All right, thanks everybody. Keep you up to date. We'll continue to evaluate the machine as I finally start to get to fly it and see how this thing pans out over time. Keep you updated. As Dan Provenzano is the only dealer currently in the U.S. If you need to get in touch with him, he is on Facebook. Dan Provenzano. You can also look at his YouTube videos. He evaluates these machines regularly. He's got some flight videos, so you can see it in flight. He goes. He's got a lot of information about, the build of the machine itself. So he'd be happy to let you know. He's also got his price lists and everything else. I will say one thing about this unit. Comparably, I was looking at I was trying to decide between the Parajet Zenith and this machine. I will say I would think they would be comparable in build quality. Again, as I said many times in here, this thing is built very nicely. Seems like a very high quality piece of gear. Parajet obviously produces very high quality stuff too. So, it was between those. I made a calculated, I wouldn't call it a risk. My only concern was what are we going to do with parts? If I need a part, how long is it going to take to get the parts, things like that. But that calculated risk was also based on, currently with this, I would think same build quality. Then you start looking at price also, and the price on these is actually very good in my opinion. For what it is you're getting, you're actually getting a very high-end piece of gear. So we'll see how it pans out over time. Hopefully I don't need a lot of parts, but I don't think it's going to be a problem getting them. It's just how quickly I'll be able to get them if I need them. But one of the nice things too is I may end up keeping a few parts here and there that I think after I use it may be things that I need to keep on hand, keep them kind of in reserve. So again, thanks for watching. Hope I answered your questions. If you have any other questions, post them in the comment section below, and I will try to answer them the best I can, or get Dan to answer them for you. Have a great one.